Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a super important topic, the red flags you need to watch out for on a first date. We've all been there, right? You're excited to meet someone new, sparks might fly. But sometimes those sparks are actually warning signs, little red flags waving in the wind, telling you to proceed with caution. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
So, picture this. You're at a cute little bistro, mood lighting, delicious food, and your date starts talking about their ex, non-stop. I once went on a date where the guy compared everything we ordered to things his ex liked. Oh, the Caesar salad? Brenda hated anchovies, can you believe that? By the time dessert rolled around, I was ready to offer to pay for Brenda to join us. It's a major red flag if someone can't seem to move on from their past relationship. It's like they're emotionally unavailable, still hung up on someone else. Remember, you deserve someone who is present and excited to be on a date with you. No baggage included.
Okay, this is a big one for me. How someone treats service industry workers tells you a lot about their character. If your date is rude, dismissive, or condescending to the waiter, bartender, or anyone in a service role, that's a huge red flag. It's like, if they're willing to treat someone poorly who is just trying to do their job, how do you think they'll treat you when the honeymoon phase is over? Remember, kindness and respect are the bare minimum, folks.
Let's be real, we all check our phones occasionally, but if your date is glued to their screen the entire time, that's not a good sign. It's like they're saying, hey, this screen is way more interesting than you. Believe me, I've been there. Once, I went on a date with a guy who spent the whole time texting. At one point, I even got up and danced around like a chicken, and he didn't even notice. Remember, you deserve someone who is present and engaged in the conversation.
Chapter 4. Closed Book, the mystery that's not so mysterious. First dates are all about getting to know each other, right? So, if your date avoids answering personal questions or gives you one-word answers, that's a red flag. It's like they're hiding something. Or maybe they're just not that interested in opening up to you. Communication is key in any relationship. And if they're not willing to share even basic information about themselves, it's going to be tough to build a connection.
Chapter 5. One too many. When drinking becomes a deal breaker. Listen, I enjoy a good margarita as much as the next person. But if your date is knocking back drinks like they're trying to win a contest, that's a major red flag. Excessive drinking on a first date can be a sign of deeper issues, like anxiety or a dependence on alcohol. It also makes it difficult to really get to know someone. Remember, a first date should be about connection and conversation, not who can drink the most.
Chapter 6. Me, Myself, and I, the All About Them show. A first date should be a two-way street, a conversation, not a monologue. If your date dominates the conversation, talking endlessly about themselves without asking you any questions, that's a red flag. It's like they think they're the only ones who matter. I once went on a date with a guy who spent the entire time talking about his collection of rubber duckies. Don't get me wrong, I love a good rubber ducky, but I also like to talk about myself occasionally.
Chapter 7. The Critic. Judging your every move. It's one thing to have preferences, but it's another thing entirely to be overly critical on a first date. If your date is constantly putting you down, making snide comments, or judging your choices, that's a huge red flag. It's like they're trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who appreciates you for who you are, flaws and all.
Look, it's great to be excited about someone new, but if your date is already planning your future wedding and naming your children on the first date, that's a red flag. It's like they're not taking the time to get to know the real you. Remember, relationships take time to develop. Enjoy the journey, and don't let anyone pressure you into moving faster than you're comfortable with.
Boundaries are essential in any relationship, and if your date disrespects your boundaries on the first date, that's a major red flag. It's like they're not listening to you or valuing your feelings. Remember, you have the right to say no to anything that makes you uncomfortable, and a respectful person will understand that.
Life is too short to be around negative people, especially on a first date. If your date is constantly complaining, criticizing everything, and generally bringing down the mood, that's a red flag. It's like they're allergic to happiness. Remember, You deserve to be with someone who brings joy and positivity into your life, not negativity and drama.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Remember, dating should be fun. Don't be afraid to walk away from anyone who waves those red flags in your face. You deserve to be with someone who treats you with respect, makes you happy and doesn't talk about their ex the whole time. Share your own first date red flags in the comments below. See you next time.